Oh, hello, this is Tak Chung from Walk with Tak. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and share. If you have any question regarding this video or any other videos that I have, please write to me at walkwithtak@gmail.com. It's much easier for me to reply you fully through email, and I love to hear from you, and I will answer your question promptly. In fact, this video is due to a question that was raised by one of the viewers, and he asked me what is template-based cooking. He said he understands the other attributes of my fast cooking system, which is flavor chasing, advanced prepping, stir frying, together with template-based cooking, and he would like to know how these four attributes work together, particularly in regards to template-based cooking. Now, it turned out that template-based cooking is crucial to my fast cooking system, because through template-based cooking, you can create variations, and you can also achieve flavor chasing by creating dishes of the flavor that you love and enjoy. Now, template-based cooking is really no different from recipes-based cooking. In many ways, you can consider template is a recipe. The only exception is that you take a particular recipe, a recipe you enjoy, and you convert it into a template. You can consider template is the basic framework, say a model of a car. That the framework of the car is basically the same, but you can make changes, for example, to the trims of the car, to the color of the paint, as well as to the accessories that this car might have. So the end result is that you can take a single car, a single model, and through the approach of a template, you can create many different versions. And this is exactly what it is like in a case of template-based cooking. You take a recipe that you enjoy and you convert it into a template. The advantage of a template is that, first of all, is that you will never get bored cooking it because you continue to see possibilities. And also, with a template, you will repeat this template over and over again, so you become very familiar of how to cook with this template. Like they said, practice makes perfect, and pretty soon it becomes almost automatically that you know how to cook this dish, and now you don't need the recipes anymore, but you will continue to create many different variations. This dish is a good example, which is a very simple template, which I call it a scrambled. It's a great dish for you to practice and see the possibility how a template work. Basically, you take this basic template, which takes only about 3 or 4 minutes to cook. Once you understand the template, you can start to achieve the different variations that you can derive from it. Now, template-based cooking based heavily on advanced prepping. Through advanced prepping, you are able to have many different ingredients already available to you to choose from. So when you walk into the kitchen, you can make last-minute decisions based on what you have. In this dish, I have some mushroom I already have in my advanced prepping. But to cook this dish, I'm going to modify the mushroom a little bit based on the template because I want the ingredients to cut into smaller pieces to fit the overall scope of the dish. And then I also look in the refrigerator, I have some scallions. A scallion turned out to be wonderful for garnishing in almost any dishes. So I always have some scallions chopped up on hand ready to go. The next item that I have in my advanced prepping, which I really do not need to prep very much, is some cherry tomatoes. In this case, I just simply transfer the cherry tomatoes from the original container into my plastic container so I can fit everything better. Before I beat up the egg, I season the egg with my basic seasoning mix, which intend to enhance the umami flavor of the dish. I have made this seasoning available on Amazon, and you can find the link below the video. You can use it directly as it is. If you like it and you would like to modify it, you can take a look at this video, which has information on the different components of this seasoning mix. I'm going to cook this dish in my Cuisinart 14-inch stainless steel wok, and I'm going to start out with about 2 tablespoons of canola oil. Again, this is a basic template. I will use this step every single time when I cook this dish, so I'm completely familiar of all the steps that are involved. And then I'm going to let the oil to start to smoke, and I let it to smoke gently for about 50 15 seconds. And this is the way how I'm going to create a non-stick cook surface. And I call this method spot seasoning. And you can take a look at this video to learn more about how this method works. And after 15 seconds, I pour the egg directly into the wok. I keep the burner setting at high, in fact, through the entire cooking process, because I'm going to stir the egg constantly. So this will prevent the egg from burning. And in this case, it's very important you keep stirring. As you can see, the egg cooked very rapidly. And I use the wok spatula to push the cooked egg from the outside to the middle. And this will allow me to facilitate the cooking speed. And I put some cherry tomatoes almost immediately, and this is followed by some portobello mushroom that I have already cut up. And then I use the wok spatula to move the egg around. Now I'm going to also add the scallion at this particular time. You notice that I try not to scramble the egg too much. At the same time, I'm going to fold the egg over the ingredients just like I would with an egg omelette. This method is very efficient because it cooks the dish very quickly. The dish is going to have characteristics both of scrambled eggs as well as of an omelette. The way how I fold the egg makes the texture of the egg almost like an omelette. But at the same time, when I scramble the egg, it allows me to break up the egg so that it will cook more quickly. It's a very efficient cooking method. As you can see, in a matter of 1 or 2 minutes, the dish is done. Now, the reason I call this is a template, as you can see in here, is that you can substitute the ingredients that I use. Instead of using the portobello mushroom, tomatoes, and scallions, you can use other type of ingredients. Or you can just use one or the other. For example, one of the very popular version of this dish, to use just tomato alone. Instead of using cherry tomatoes, I will use larger tomatoes that I have cut into slices. This will allow the tomato juice to mingle with the egg, create a great flavor. Other substitution that you can make, for example, you can use snow peas instead of portobello mushroom. Instead of portobello mushroom, you can also use white mushroom. The possibility is almost infinite. Many different ways you can change the nature of this dish. And this is why this dish is referred to as a template. The basic cooking steps of how to cook this scrambled is essentially the same. It is only through modifications that the ingredients that you add to it. And many people who would like to have meat, they can add, for example, some ham. You can even add hot dog, as one of my friends, Jenny, likes to do, because she used this dish for her children, and they love it with hot dog, mushroom, and pepper as well. So this is a good example of how you create templates. I hope this is useful to you as explanation what is template-based cooking. I post a video each day to help you to make home cooking as part of your daily routine so that your home cooking will be practical, efficient, creative, and fun. And I hope that if you are interested in my fast cooking system, you can subscribe to my YouTube channel and learn more about it. So keep on cooking. I will see you tomorrow.